All right, all praise, glory, and honor is most certainly due to the Most High Elohim of the patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And I want to say peace to each and every one of you in the name of His Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, who we know as Jesus the Christ. So it's a blessing each and every single time that I can come forward to bring a message containing the word. I never counted as a light thing to do so, and I know it's late, but I did want to drop something, put something on your mind, and tell you who you should be looking for when you're reading the word. This is Acts, the 17th chapter. Acts, the 17th chapter, and verse 1. It says, now when they had passed through Amphipolis and Apollonia, they came to Thessalonica, where was a synagogue of the Jews. And Paul, as his manner was, because he kept the Sabbath, as all did the first century believers, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures. Notice what it said, opening and alleging that Christ must needs have suffered and risen again from the dead, and that this Jesus whom I preach unto you is Christ. He came in the volume of the book. He used the book to prove who he was. Now, you know, at times people didn't accept it, but that doesn't take away from the truth of his word. Now, notice what it says here. He went to Berea in verse 10, because then, you know, it tells you at one point it was even an assault on Jason's house. But Paul ended up leaving, and it says in verse 10, and the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night into Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. So he goes into the synagogue, of the place where worship began. Notice what it says here. He said, these were more noble than those in Thessalonica, and they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so. Therefore many of them believed also, of honorable women, which were Greeks, and of men not a few. Okay, so they believe, but what is he doing? He's telling them about Christ, and they search the scriptures to tell whether those things were true. It's actually your responsibility. Because what are you really reading for? The ultimate purpose you should be reading for is to find out what you need to do to gain salvation. Now, this is Christ here, and it says in John 5 and verse 39, he says, search the scriptures, for in them ye think ye have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. See, the scriptures foretold of him. So when you read in the word, who should you be looking for? You should be looking for Christ. That's who you should be looking for. And if you look closely, I'm talking about from the very beginning, in Genesis all the way through Malachi, he is all throughout this book. So that's just something to think about. When you read the Bible, you need to ask yourself the question, where's Christ at in what I'm reading? How does it relate to him? Because it is by him that we have salvation. And with that, brothers and sisters, it's always my prayer that you will edify.